Hello and welcome to ThriftCart. In this video, I want to show you how you can add product into ThriftCart that already has a UPC code. This might be purchased product that you're scanning in the vendor's barcode, or donated product that has a barcode on it as well that you want to be able to reference or scan in looking up the product in ThriftCart or to sell it at the register. So to do so, in your left-hand menu, select Point of Sale and Inventory, and then choose the submenu option, Add Inventory Items, and click on the first blue button that reads the item has a barcode or existing item ID. Then scan in that vendor UPC code, click the blue button to add the item to inventory, and fill in the relevant fields. For example, item name. In this case, we'll say it's blue 1-gallon paint. Select your category from the drop-down. In this case, again, we'll go with paint. And then you can enter the quantity per store. So maybe we're going to bring 25-gallon cans into one location and 50 of them to another. Optionally, you can print additional barcodes from ThriftCart for this product as well. This would be an additional reference to the item along with the vendor's UPC code, and would probably make the most sense if you're receiving unique donated items so that your customers can identify your tags and related price for that product. Whereas for purchase product that is reoccurring, such as paint, you might just put a sign next to the paint display telling your customers the price, and you don't need to label each item with a ThriftCart barcode as well. The retail price is how much you're going to sell these for. Let's say $17, and then the cost is what you paid for it, and you can enter in the cost for each individual item or for the batch as a whole, at which point you'd set the drop down to all combined, put in the cost for the total, and ThriftCart will split that out for you to each individual item. So let's say for these 75 items, they were $12.50 a piece, so $937.50. Then make sure your source type field is set properly as well, and you can choose from the drop-down menu if you need to change it. In this case, I'm going to set purchased and choose next step. You can then key in the supplier name in the field at the top of the screen, or choose from a previous supplier in the list below. In this case, I'll say it's ABC Hardware that we bought the product from. And now the item is added to ThriftCart, and you can see the confirmation message here, item added and item ID 2091. That is the ThriftCart item number, and you can now reference this product throughout the system with that ThriftCart ID or the vendor UPC. If I go to the cash register, I can scan that vendor UPC code, or I could type in the ThriftCart item number to bring up the product, or scan a ThriftCart barcode if I printed one for the item as well. If you order and receive more of the same product, you'll want to enter into ThriftCart using the same blue button. So again, under Point of Sale and Inventory, click Add Inventory Items, click the first blue button that the item has a barcode or existing item ID, and you can scan in the UPC or the ThriftCart item ID to receive this product. Again, click Add this item to inventory, but this time, notice that the ThriftCart item name is recognized and the ThriftCart item ID also displays on screen, and you can click the green button to add the item to a new batch. You're then prompted to add a supplier for this batch. Notice the button for the previously used supplier, ABC Hardware, or if you purchase this product from a new supplier, you can type in their name in the field above to either add them as a new vendor or select from the vendors that are already in the system. In this case, I'm going to choose the ABC Hardware supplier again. And now I can enter the count of the product I'm receiving. Let's say 10 more cans to one location and 20 to another. If I want to print ThriftCart barcodes, there's again a field here to enter how many barcodes I want to add to the print queue. And then I'm prompted to put in the cost for the product. ThriftCart pulls in the most recent cost for the product, but if this batch has a different cost, you can update that here, and then click the green button to add the product to inventory. To note, ThriftCart handles inventory cost on a first in, first out basis. The final screen that displays is the inventory management screen, where you can see the full history of this product. Every time that you received some, anytime that you sold it, a receipt will show up in here, and inventory adjustments and transfers display in here as well. Notice that I was not prompted to add a price or select a category when receiving the product for a second time, as those data points are both saved from previously entering the product. If you're ever in doubt if you have scanned certain UPC code into ThriftCart before or not, then in the Add Inventory Items page, you can click on the first blue button that the item has a barcode or existing item ID, scan in the UPC code you think you might have entered, or if you think that the product might have had a different UPC code in the past, or that you might have scanned in a SKU or some other identifier, you can search for the product by name as well. And ThriftCart automatically pulls up potential matching product in the list below. You can see the price of the product, how many are in stock, and if you recognize what you're looking for, you can select one to add more of it into inventory. Please reach out with any questions.